Different, don't get bad. High difference of my winning. Show do good, not that swing. Yeah, I got nice vision. I'm the brothers. Hey, it doesn't make sense to me, dude.
You could find me in the attic, bottle full of sludge. I ain't ever having sex, but I got a lot of bugs. Sean here, and the reason I have not designed a personal hell for Mr. Chancey Foo is because his personal hell is exactly what he should be doing. He has no one and nothing to provide for, nothing to work towards, nothing to earn. He doesn't understand what any of that means. I mean, the guy still thinks that if you put out a video on YouTube, you're going to be a millionaire within a year. He's also the kind of idiot that would watch these channels put out, this is my new car, this is my new house, this is my new hotel, my penthouse over here. When it turns out they just rented it for the day. But to Chance, that's like ownership, because he doesn't even know like there's a term for ownership. If you buy it, it's yours. Think of everything in life this dude would have to deal with: car taxes, property taxes, everything. He would snap. He would lose it. But the only good thing about Chance in these past couple of weeks is that he has really shown how out of touch and how delusional he is. And if someone had been watching these videos that mattered, they would easily see it. They could see that he is in an environment he does not need to be in. That his mommy can no longer help him stay in reality. And when you're that detached from reality, and this is not what I'm making this video about, you have no idea what you're supposed to be doing or even how to get there. Just imagine being out on the ocean, no land in sight, no horizon. The sun just stays on top of you all day long, through the night. There's no change. And you're just out there paddling. I'm about to be an independent ship captain. The first person to ever find Wisconsin land. That's a real continent, isn't it? I don't know, Chance. I don't know if it is, buddy. And you've got this little goblin out there paddling, has no idea what direction to go or the distance to get anywhere. In the wrong ship. He's in a little rowboat in the middle of some stormy waters. But he doesn't have a road map. And that's the point I was trying to make. He doesn't know how to get to land. He has no idea where reality is. He's just kind of going in circles out there, never moving forward, just kind of sitting there, man. So yeah, his delusions are out of control, and if anybody important had been watching him, they would have easily seen that he needs to be snatched out of there, and quickly. I'm not going into the psycho bit, because god dang it, he is a psycho. Anyway, his hell, his personal hell, would be having to get out and do what regular people do and earn things and actually do something based on merit. And I think this is why you couldn't get this little goblin turd out of his attic. You can't entice him with, hey man, you can earn this Xbox if you get out here. Sally's not even making you pay rent or food or anything, man. Utilities, all the money you make is going to be pocketed. It would be spent the second it hit his wallet. You know this. Fortnite skins, Steam games, subscriptions to OnlyFans, or in Chance's case, OnlyTrans. I think I remember that conversation between him, and he was so excited that someone had a kid, and then it came out they were trans or something, and then Chance finally admitted it. He finally said, well, as long as they're a good person, you know. I'm like, good. At that moment, I was like, I'm not even trying to get too deep, but I was like, I'm proud of you, Chance. You just admit it. Don't be ashamed of what you're attracted to, dude. My guy, as you are now saying, because you've watched my fucking video. I didn't touch the poop. The poop touched me. You can't get him out of there with the promise of regular work and regular pay. I never judge anybody by how much they get paid, because you don't know who knew somebody or who had money handed to them or who just kind of happened to land at the right spot at the right time. The right person liked them. They saw something in them and they gave them a chance. Not everybody has that option. And it has nothing to do with skin color. It has nothing to do with sex. Anything. I'm talking about timing. Sometimes the timing just isn't there. And Chance, he'll never know what timing is because he's never out there. He's never taken a chance. He's never given anyone an opportunity to see something of value in him, if there is anything at all. I don't think the most beautiful woman in the world could pull Chance out of the attic. I honestly don't. I genuinely, literally, I don't think the most beautiful woman in the world could pull him out. Unless she was rich. Unless she started buying him toys. And then, let's say some, I don't know, Hollywood actress had a psychotic break. And she mistook Chance for a little chihuahua. Carried him around in her purse. Whatever, I know it's a little extreme, but you know what I mean. She didn't buy him anything. Well, you have my love, Chance. Well, that's only good for about 24 hours. You got any friends? So getting him out, unless there was something material involved, I do think like he's one of those homing pigeons where you could send him out, but within a day he'd return to your house. You couldn't get rid of him. He'd move out, discover it was too hard. He realized he had to buy his own food and do everything like that. I think he would return quickly to his roost. How long do you think a woman, if there was one crazy enough, even as crazy as Chance, how long do you think they would take, I am an independent, I can't do my job, just shut up and let me do my job. I'm an unpaid millionaire. How long do you think a woman would, even if he was attractive? Let's say Chance was an attractive human being. And he found a woman that was probably great for him. But he was still Chance. Now granted, we never put him around a woman, let alone if she had kids. But let's just say for a shits and giggles that Chance did land a regular woman and he was attractive. I don't know how long he would last in their house telling them that he's not going out and getting a real job. He's not contributing because as soon as might as well, since I'm making it big time, as soon as he makes it big time, he can rock a swagger to go with it. I'm going to buy you everything. You know, like Lauren Armstrong with this whole, I would die for you. When I get rich, I'm going to buy you everything. I did that once with my ex. You know, we're sitting around and I'm like, if I get rich, I'm buying you this. And it is fun to dream. You want to share your dreams and find out what their dreams are, but Chance's only dream is for Chance to be famous, Chance to be rich. The minute he got rich and famous, he would leave that woman because he would realize what he had access to. He would now have access to a lot of people who would just want to be around him for money and clout. So with sex, money, drugs ain't going to do it, alcohol's not going to do it, free room and board, that's not going to do it. The only thing that would pull Chance out of his little attic is if he was to be able to do anything and everything that he wanted to do with no consequences, no oversight. I just think Chance is in that attic until Sally dies. He doesn't want opportunity. He wants to be taken care of. He doesn't want to have to worry about anything. He wants to be able to shut out reality, pretend that he's a content creator, pretend that he's some kind of misunderstood artist and rapper or whatever the hell he thinks he is, screamcore. But yeah, he's not getting out of the attic. Happy Memorial Day, everyone. I'll see you in the next one.
Hey, it doesn't make sense to me, dude. Different, don't get bad. I had difference on my winning. Show do good now I swing. Yeah, I got night vision.